Hi everyone, this is Andy Bajarski with Bajarski Real Estate, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the importance of downloading zip forms to your desktop computer. And zip forms is basically the software platform that the California Association of Realtors uses for all of the forms that you're going to need to write offers and represent your clients, buyers, and sellers. So first thing I want to say is you can't be successful unless you know how to use zip forms, because that's where all your forms are. When you take a listing, the listing is there. When you represent a buyer, the purchase agreement is there. So all the forms are in zip forms. And zip forms, you can access zip forms in one of two ways. One, you can go to a website, type in a username and password, and then you get in. Or two, you can download the software to your desktop, and then it's an icon on your desktop and you can access it directly from your desktop. And that's the one that I'm suggesting that you do, this latter one, the second one, where you download it directly onto your desktop. And there's a couple reasons why you want to do this and not use the online version. Again, anytime you have to go to a website, log in with a username and password to access anything, you are using that server for that company. And that's risk. There's risk involved because everything is stored on those servers. And hackers can break into those servers, they could steal information, and you could have identity theft. There's sensitive information that is going to be in zip forms, clients' names, what they're buying, and all that good stuff. So be cautious of that possibility. It doesn't happen a lot, but it can happen. Also, by having to log in and doing it the online way, if the internet goes down for whatever reason because your internet service provider has issues, or they're doing maintenance or whatever, that's going to be a problem because you won't be able to access zip forms or wind forms online. And you could be in the middle of writing an offer and all of a sudden the internet goes down and you don't have access to your forms, right? And so what are you going to tell your client? You know, you're going to blame it on them, which is a legit excuse, but they're still, you know, it's to the client, they really don't understand. They don't really, I don't know if they're even going to care. The bottom line is you didn't come through. So they could be thinking, I'm going to go with someone else. And that's the whole thing. Avoid potential issues. Avoid potential problems where your client's going to find a reason to maybe not use you. And also, it's a lot slower. When you're using an online service where you have to log in somewhere, it's slower. It's because you're downloading everything from that server to you know, to obtain that information, whether it's retrieving emails, sending out emails where you have to log in online, or retrieving documents online through zip forms. It's going to be slower. If you download the application directly to your desktop and have an icon there, and then you just double click on it from your desktop, it opens up right away. And it's not based on, you know, internet. So if the internet goes down, so be it. You can still work on your forms. You can still print them out. You can still prepare them, and there's less risk of anybody stealing any of the information. It's going to run much faster. There's a firewall on your computer that will prevent hackers from coming in and taking anything from you. So it's just a better way to do business, in my opinion, and that's basically to download it. So this is kind of like their user guide, first page, that I kind of used as a picture on zip forms. It used to be called wind forms. Now they switched it to zip forms. But please understand how to use zip forms. There are classes that the Association of Realtors, Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors here in Murrieta, California, offers classes on how to use zip forms. They've got people that will tell you how to fill in a listing agreement, how to do an offer, what forms to use. I'm actually going to have videos on it as well, so you'll get training from me as well. But just understand, you need to know you need to have a way of using zip forms. You need to understand how to use it, what forms are there, and I'll help you with all of this with future videos. But just know zip forms is the platform that you must understand and use to, because that's where the forms are. That's where everything you know, comes from that. So make sure you understand it. Download it directly from their website. to your desktop. It's free. You get it. You pay for it when you pay your annual realtor dues of the $500–600, whatever they charge. So you get zip forms for free. So there's not an additional fee you have to pay to get zip forms. But again, strongly recommend you downloading it on your desktop. It's always there. It's only there. There's no need to go to a web page that might be down. What if, you got thousands of realtors accessing the same web page? That slows the bandwidth, and it's going to run much slower. And then you pull up a document and you're going to get a little circle saying buffering, buffering, buffering. How frustrating can that be? You don't want that. Remove all of that. Have your own platform. Download it to your desktop. It's fast. It's clean. It's the same thing, and you'll really enjoy it. So I'm going to scroll down here, see if there's anything I missed. Don't use the online version as it's slower. We talked about it. Why is it slower? Because you could have multiple people accessing at the same time. The bandwidth is going to be slower. And anytime you're downloading anything from somebody else's server to be able to access it and view it on your computer screen, it's always going to be slower. It's like Wi-Fi. So avoid that. There's a risk that servers may go down. They can crash. If you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 realtors on zipform.com trying to pull up documents, that server can crash and nobody will have access to it. So then you're really stuck. So but not if it's downloaded on your desktop. You won't. What if the internet goes down? Your internet server provider has issues. You can't access the internet. You can't pull up the file then, and you can't do anything to it. And what if it's the buyer wants to present an offer because there's another offer coming and you can't access the forms? You're going to look bad. Regardless of whether you were to blame or not, you are going to look bad, and that buyer might go with someone else. Don't put yourself in a position where you lose a potential deal and a lot of commission because of somebody else's problem, because they can't get their servers up, running or whatever. So again, master zip forms, know what forms to use. That's going to be in other videos that I'm going to share with you down the road. But again, the big thing from this video is download zip forms directly to your desktop. Have a little icon at the bottom of your desktop. You click on it, you access it. It's fast. It's not internet based. You can get to it. You can make whatever changes you need to make to it. All the same things are there that are on the online version of it, and it's just faster and easier to use. So that would be my message in this video. Hopefully it resonated with you, and I'm off to making another video, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Bye-bye.